If you've ever thought about buying a piece of land here in Las Vegas or anywhere in Clark County, then this video is going to be for you. Whether you want to build your dream home, you want to hold it as an investment, or you plan on developing down the road, buying vacant land is a completely different animal than buying a house. And if you go in without understanding the rules, then you can get burned quick. So let's break this down step by step. The first thing that you need to really understand is zoning. Before you fall in love with a piece of land, you need to know what it's actually zoned for. Clark County, City of Las Vegas, they have separate zoning codes and the rules are not the same. So whether it's residential, it's commercial, it's agricultural, industrial, or rural open land, they all have different restrictions on what you can build, how tall you can build it, how close to the property line that you can go, and even like whether or not you can subdivide it. So if you're buying an unincorporated Clark County, that falls under the county's jurisdiction. And if you're buying inside city limits, you're dealing with the City of Las Vegas, Henderson, North Las Vegas, or Boulder City, and they each have their own planning departments. So you need to know exactly who governs your parcel before you move forward. Now, the second thing is the utilities and the infrastructure, and that's where a lot of buyers get surprised. Raw land often has zero utilities, so you have no water, no sewer, no power, no gas, and getting those services extended to your parcel can cost tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, and sometimes it simply isn't feasible at all. So in rural parts of Clark County, you may need to drill a well and install septic, and those come with their own permitting requirements and costs. So you always need to ask what utilities are stubbed to the property and what will it cost to bring the rest. This is not a question your lender is going to ask you. Third is access. Does the land have legal access from a public road? And this sounds obvious, but there are parcels that are landlocked, meaning that the adjacent property does not give access to a road. And without an easement on the property, you're not getting through theirs. So your title company will need to verify legal access as part of the transaction, and your agent should be asking this question early on. Fourth is going to be water rights and drainage. Las Vegas sits in a desert, and water has a serious issue. We have complex water laws. So when you're buying land, especially in more rural or semi-rural areas of Clark County, you need to understand whether the land has any water rights attached to it and whether those rights are still active. You should also look at the FEMA flood maps. Part of the valley sits in flood zones, and that affects what you can build, how you build it, and what your insurance requirements are going to be. Fifth is going to be financing. So if you're expecting to walk into a bank and get a standard 30-year note on a vacant piece of land, that's not how it works. Land loans are completely different. Lenders consider raw land to be a higher risk asset because there's no structure securing the loan. So most land loans require a larger down payment, anywhere from 20 to 50%, and they come with shorter terms and a higher interest rate than traditional home loans. Some buyers are going to use the equity in existing property or pay cash entirely. So if you're planning to build, construction to permanent loan might be the better path because it rolls the land purchase and construction financing into one product. So talk to a lender who actually does regular land deals before you make an offer. Sixth is going to be HOA and CC&Rs, and it's vacant. Why would there be an HOA? Well, especially in certain planned communities, they come with deed restrictions and CC&Rs that dictate what you can or can't build, what materials you can use, what the exterior needs to look like, and what timeline you have to begin construction. So violating those restrictions can result in fines or legal action. So you need to read CC&Rs before you close, not after. Seventh is your due diligence period. So unlike a home purchase where you're most likely focused on the condition of the structure, buying land requires a much more thorough investigation of the land itself. So you're going to want a survey to confirm the exact boundaries. You may want a perk test if you're looking at septic, and you'll want to check any environmental issues, liens, or easements that run with the property. And you'll want to pull the zoning and confirm your intended use is actually permitted. So your due diligence window is your protection, and you have to use it fully. So here's the bigger picture. Vacant land in Vegas and Clark County can be an incredible opportunity, especially as the valley continues to grow, but it rewards buyers who do your homework. So the parcels that look like deals on paper, sometimes they have issues that make them undevelopable. And the parcels that are priced higher often carry the infrastructure and the entitlements that make them genuinely valuable. So if you're serious about buying land out here, I can help you navigate it. I work with buyers across the entire Vegas Valley and Clark County, and I know what questions to ask, what to watch out for, so please reach out directly through the link. You can come to my website at jacobandballew.com, and let's figure out whether buying land is the right move for your goals. I'm Jacob Ballew, your Las Vegas land resource. So subscribe for more videos on buying, selling, investing in the Las Vegas Valley, and I'll see you next time.